my channel. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button right next to it. That way you don't miss a video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a eyeshadow look. To be honest with you all, I actually don't really practice eyeshadow a lot. But hey, it doesn't hurt to try to help out somehow, right? Because when I first started learning eyeshadow, I honestly, till this day actually, I don't really look at tutorials. I actually just try to envision something and then try to make something out of it. But it is also really good to learn some tricks and tips. I don't know exactly yet what I'm going to be doing, which is pretty much all of the time. I really don't know unless I'm going for a specific different type of look. For example, when I did do the Mexico eyeshadow look, obviously that I planned it out because that is not more of a regular type of eyeshadow. For this look, I'm thinking I do want to add some Christmas colors because I usually just stick to brown neutral tones because they're very easy to work with. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And let's get right in. Now, all I have on is foundation. I did go ahead and use the Infallible Pro Matte. I use this like literally all the time. It is my favorite drugstore foundation to go to. And if I'm going out somewhere, I will go with the Urban Decay All Nighter from Sephora. But this one you can find it at Walgreens, Walmart, H-E-B, CVS. I actually went ahead and mixed these two together. So it's the same one, just different packaging because I believe this one's like newer or so. But this one is the shade 104.5 and this one is shade 103. I don't know if y'all can tell, but these shades are actually very different. This one's a bit darker and this one's a bit lighter. And it's so weird because when I used 103 by itself, it oxidizes and I end up looking darker than what I really am. And this one, I like it because it's lighter, but I am more of an olive tone. I don't have like orangey tones. So this one just won't do good at all on my face because I'm not orange. And then if I put this one on by itself, it'll make my face look orange later on in the day. And this one, people do tell me it matches and stuff, but I am literally that person that wants it to completely match. So when I'm going out, that is why I use the Urban Decay All Nighter in shade 4.0 because that is my perfect exact match. So yeah, but for now I'm going to be using these. Don't really shade in my eyebrows, but if I am adding eyeshadow, I will be doing that. So I'm going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator and I use the shade Dark Brown. So before I dyed my hair was jet black. Like if y'all haven't seen my hair, I'm gonna put a picture right here. It was really dark. So I would actually use the soft black, but now I use dark brown and it matches pretty well. I comb my upper little eyebrow hairs down and I do the top first. So I like to start off in the corner and I just go from there. So I do a line, very soft. I don't like my eyebrows to look like very marked. I like more of the natural eyebrow look. So what's really cool about this eyebrow pencil, since I don't shade in my eyebrows all the time, like I only do them when I'm doing like an all out type of look, I like how you twist this little like spongy type of looking thing is actually color. So instead of like filling it all in, since I like for it to look more natural, I actually just use this and it's really cool. It literally gets like the whole spot very quick. So now that I did that, it's not perfect. I still have to go back and fix it. I'll just grab my spoolie and I'll brush it. That way it can blend in. For the bottom, I don't really like to work with it a lot and I don't like to work with my eyebrows at all because my eyebrows are pretty full already and I don't like for them to look really dark. I literally just did a line from the inner corner to the outer corner. I just blend it and brush it upwards. I don't fill them in as much as I need to, so that's why I just do one little solid line on the bottom and brush it upwards. If your eyebrows do look a little rough like mine, don't worry because we are going to be going into the eyebrow with some concealer. eyebrows, I'm going to be using this flat brush to clean them out. And for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. So you just twist that, and I'll just apply some to my brush. You start off at the corner. I don't know why. I just find it so easier when I meant so much easier. My eyebrows, I'm just gonna grab a smaller brush. I'm blending this brush from Morphe to blend out the concealer on my eyebrows. Don't y'all feel that when you do your makeup, it's like a therapy session in a way, because it's just so relaxing? Let me know if y'all think that. Like when I do my makeup and my hair, that is me time. Like that is time that I take out of my day to make myself feel good, like presentable, like very, you know, I don't know. I know I'm not the only one, and I'm not saying that you need makeup in order to feel good, but sometimes when you add some makeup and like dress up your hair, style up your hair, you just feel better, and it's good to feel good. It's great to feel confident. That's how every girl should feel. Every girl should always feel beautiful in their own skin, because everybody is beautiful in their own unique way. But I also feel like it is normal to not feel you, like at your highest potential, when you're not dressed up. I know I'm not the only one. Like I remember myself when I was like back then in high school, I would be like, you know what, today's gonna be a great day, so I'm gonna dress up and look pretty for school, you know? Well, although now I don't go to high school, right? But it just still feels good to be able to look nice, take a pretty selfie, you know? Let me know if y'all think the same way that I think, because I know I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one. So I went ahead and made myself some homemade coffee, iced of course. Guys, I know I have showed y'all my cup before, but I want to show it to you all again because my best friend got it for me. So my favorite color is rose gold, so she got me the Starbucks cups for my birthday because I love Starbucks, and it says happy birthday, and it's rose gold with some pink and fuchsia confetti, and then over here it says my name. How cute. And if you do want to order your own personal, I'm gonna be leaving her page down below, that way you can go ahead and check it out. It's so weird because when I'm talking to y'all, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. Like I literally feel like I'm on a FaceTime call with a friend. So if I just start rambling and talking, that's how you wanna know. I personally just like to talk because I feel like watching videos where I'm not talking, stuff like that, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels awkward like if I don't talk. So going back into the eyeshadow, I'm gonna be grabbing some tape because when I did the Mexico eyeshadow look, and I'm gonna be cutting it in half, I actually placed tape on the outside of my eye, and I don't know if I cut that straight, and it doesn't look straight, so let me fix that first, because then I'm gonna come out all twick. So I went ahead and did this when I did that look, and it just helped out so much. So let's go ahead and apply this tape to my outer corner. I look a little crazy. Okay, I don't think that looks straight because this one looks like and this one looks like shh. So let me go back and fix it. 10 hours later, just kidding. But now that I got that, I'm gonna be adding some, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna be using the James Charles Morphe palette. This palette, I've said it a lot of times, said it many times before, that y'all are probably like, girl, we already know your best friend got it for you. Yes, my best friend got it for me, and I love it because it literally has like all the colors I need. Natural looks, bold looks, sunrise looks, summer looks, winter looks, Valentine's looks, de todo. I'm gonna be bold and add red eyeshadow on my eyelid, which I've never done before. Well, besides the Mexican look, but all over my eyelid, never. So there's always a time for a first. There's always a first time for everything. Oh my god, there's always a first time for everything is what I meant to say. So I'm gonna be dipping into this really bright red. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna tap that off. Oh, okay. And I'm gonna put it right into my eye. So I went ahead and zoomed you all in, that way you can see it a bit closer. red and black, I'm going to be focusing more on the outer corner and not really dragging it inwards because I do want it just to look more smoky on the outer. Okay, hold on, let me fix that. Technical difficulties. What? Are you kidding me? Why are you being necio? Necio. This is, oh, my fault. Wasn't being necia, es porque no sé cómo armarla. Now that I have the red and then the red and black blended on the outer corner, I'm going to be cutting my crease. So I will be doing a cut crease, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a half cut crease because I do want the black on the outer corner to show. And then I'll probably add some either gold glitter, and I do want to add some green, so that's what we're going to do now. So how I do this, I first make a line right below where my eyelid touches my cut crease. That way I know that it's going to be around there in order to make them look even. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and go from my inner corner all the way to my half outer corner. Before I continue, now that I have the upper cut crease line, I am going to do this eye. That way I can make sure they both match before I fill them in, because it will be a lot easier instead of doing it completely and then messing up and not being able to match it up again. And I did find it easier a little bit with this thinner brush. So if you do have a thin brush or the angled brush works for you, this one is also very, very easy to work with. I have cut my crease. I'm going to fill them in because it looks a little bit crazy. It looks like spots of concealer everywhere. Now that I am done filling them in, as you can tell, it looks a lot better, a lot cleaner as well. So now I'm thinking, since I do want to add a little pop of green on the bottom and a nude lip, I will be adding gold. I'm going to be using this flat brush, dipping into this shade right here. It's just a gold glittered shimmer, and I'm going to be applying that all over my crease. Now that I got one eye, I'm going to move on to the next. Gonna take off the tape, that way. Ooh. So now I'm gonna be grabbing this brush and dipping into the red and black, that way I can go back in there and just blend it inwards with the glitter, that way it doesn't look harsh. Okay, so I do look like a mess from the outer corners, but y'all are gonna see what I'm going to do to clean that up. So what I'm gonna do, go back into that angled brush with a little bit of concealer and just make a line. And y'all are probably like, girl, you already had a line, but it just looks too harsh that I didn't like it. Before I finish my eyeshadow, I am going to be doing the rest of my face, because that is when I come back and add my eyeliners, my bottom eyeshadow, and all of that once my face is done. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing this big fluffy brush and dipping into the It Celebration Foundation palette. I usually just place this like when I don't want to use foundation and want more of a natural look. I just do this, a little bit of mascara and a little bit of chapstick, and I will be ready for the day. But today, since I am doing a full look, I will be applying this over my liquid foundation. And if you know me, you know that I love matte finishes. So back then when I first started doing my makeup, I actually wouldn't use blush. I would actually just use bronzer, and I would skip the whole blush part and just add a little bit of highlight. But lately I've been loving the way I do my contour slash bronzer, because I had stopped using bronzer and this was the only thing I would use, this, and then I would like cut it and then I would add my blush and highlighter. But I have tried out this new technique, which people usually do, but to me it's new because I had stopped doing it for a while. Go ahead and grab this angled brush. I dip into the Wet n Wild contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I love that shade name. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed. Tap out the excess. I go in with this angled brush instead of like rubbing it in, I guess. Now I actually tap it. So what works for me, which I don't really do a lot, sometimes I do, but I do the little, the little fish face. I always get confused. I go like this, and I find my cheekbones. So usually it's right here from the top of your ear and down right here. Cut right there. So I just go ahead and tap this in. And once I have it blended, then I'll start to sweep it. But at first I tap it in. I'm gonna go into this side, do the same thing, tap it in, tap, just keep tapping, tap. Found it, and I just go tap, and then I sweep. Tap, tap, sweep. The trick to adding contour to your jawline is to not put it right over, but under. So go under. That way you can give it that shadow. And you can look, I feel that chick. But I can see the difference. I mean, ooh, ah, la. Ooh, ah. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, lately what I've been doing is that I go into this palette that I received in my BoxyCharm, and it is the Nesting Beep Face. There you go. And it is so cute. I think she's like really pretty. I love like old-fashioned and stuff, and she's dressed very old-fashioned, elegant. Open it up. This is what you have. You have a highlight, a blush, highlight with a more bronzier shade. You have some bronzer here, a shimmered blush, and another bronzer. I dip into the lightest bronzer, tap off all that excess, and just apply that a little bit over my contour, but sweep it upwards. Feel me, and I feel like I go back to the days that I used to do this, and I honestly don't know why I stopped doing this. Well, it's not that I stopped doing this, it's just that I never added blush, and then little by little I just stopped using bronzer because I figured that contour worked as both, but wrong. It does make a huge difference. So instead of using that fluffy brush, I actually go back into the angled brush, dip into that bronzer, and I add a little bit on my forehead, just so everything can look together. I don't like to look bronzy and like not bronzy. Everything has to come together. Okay, so as you can tell, I looked very bronzy. I'm gonna be going into the Airspun translucent powder, and with this flat brush I'm gonna dip right in. I'm gonna go right under and just cut. The way I'm gonna be applying the eyeshadow to my lower lash line, I'm gonna be grabbing this very small flat brush, and I'm gonna be dipping into this color green right here and just applying that on my lower lash line. Hopefully it looks good, because I don't know how it's gonna look, but hopefully it looks good. So I'm gonna be adding this to my lower lash line. Oh, it looks very Christmassy. Now that I added the green to one side, I'm gonna do the same to the other. So I personally feel like the green added that touch of Christmas in there, because it just didn't look like a normal eyeshadow look. But you can either add the green on the bottom, that way it can look more Christmassy, or you can just add some red with some black, blend it together and put it on the bottom, or you can just skip it if you'd like and use it as a normal eyeshadow look. Now I'm going to be adding my mascara, because my eyes do look a little bit bare. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This mascara is honestly one of my favorites. lately I've been seeing on TikTok, and if you don't follow me on TikTok, go check out my TikTok. But on TikTok I've been seeing this lash serum that girls are trying out by Maybelline, and I'm actually gonna go try it out because I've been looking at girls' lashes and I'm like, wow. My lashes are pretty long, so I am thankful for that. I want to tell you all that I like my lashes. I have no problem with my lashes. But if y'all see my brother's lashes, girl, let me tell you, like, their lashes are so long. And I don't understand because my brothers got all the good genes. They have, like, more fuller lips. They have, like, that junk, you know, if you know what I mean. But, like, I don't understand. Like, they got pretty eyelashes, too. Well, I do, too, but theirs are better than mine, and they're boys, so why couldn't my mom give it to me? Why couldn't God give it to me? Let me know if the same thing happened with you and your siblings. Like, they got, well, when it comes to boys, like, tell me if you have brothers and they got the better genes than you. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Okay guys, so now what I'm gonna be doing is adding some highlight because you cannot miss highlight and blush. I'm in with this fan brush into this gold shimmer right here into my nose, my bridge right here at the tip of my nose, going back in with some more, adding a little bit on my forehead, just a little bit. And I'm going to be going into the blush without shimmer. So I used to add it right here, and if you add it more over here, it does give you a much more lifted effect. So I do try to focus it more over here, although sometimes I do love some more of my blush right here. So when I smile, so I do add very, very little, nothing too crazy, although I love blush. I'm going to show you all the little tip that I've been using, and it's been working out really good for me. So instead of sweeping it, I actually press it in there, that way the line doesn't look harsh. Okay, so for my lips, I went ahead and used the matte satin by Milani in the shade Lavish Sumptuous. Okay, but it's an 01. I don't know if you can see it. That is the shade. I went ahead and added some gloss over it, so I'm gonna give y'all the final look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. What do y'all think? Do y'all like it or do y'all not like it? So I do believe that the green eyeshadow on the bottom did make it look more Christmassy. Like I said, you can turn this into a Christmas look, or you can actually just use it as a, not an everyday look. Well, if you'd like to, you can. Or you can also use this look as a different type of look, not a Christmas look. But I actually like the way it came out. Let me know what you all think. Let me know if you all would like to see more eyeshadow looks. I am not perfect when it comes to doing my makeup, but I will try my very, very best to show you all what I can do and just share some tips with y'all. Let me know, leave some comments down below what you would like to see in this channel. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button right next to it. That way you never miss a video. But until next time, bye guys.